Is it worth it to fund a relationship, whether it be here in Dominican Republic or elsewhere? Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jerry.
I'm Sheila.
And this is my wife, Sheila. And today we are going to be talking to you guys about a hot topic that for some people they might agree with or disagree with, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to tell y'all our opinion. And then from that point on, y'all can leave comments and whatever else you choose to do. With that being said, thank you guys. Thank you guys. We have been officially monetized as of a few days ago. What that means is we are able to make a little bit of money on ads from what you guys watch from my videos, and that's from YouTube. So thank you guys. We also have the super thanks, which is a heart at the bottom of this video, where you guys can click on it and you can donate to the cause, donate to our channel. All right, everybody, so let's get into it. So why should someone fund a relationship? That's a great question. All right, today we're going to talk to you about why is it important to fund a relationship if you are in Dominican Republic. We're going to talk to you about the situation in which you should or should not assist or fund in a relationship. And we're going to talk to you about, is it a good idea? We're going to talk about the pitfalls that might occur when trying to help someone with their expenses. All right, so let's start off with why should someone even consider helping in a relationship when it comes to finances in Dominican Republic? Number one, and a lot of people might not agree with this, but at the end of the day, this country's average employment rate here is roughly about 6%. What that means is everybody's not employed, and the ones that are employed, they're not making a lot of money. The average monthly income for this country is about 25 mil pesos, which roughly adds out to about $400 a month, give or take, however you want to look at it. So some people will say, well, there's plenty of people in this country that make way more than that. And you are correct, there are. But when we're talking about a female with kids that is single, remember that, who is single, does not have a boyfriend or a husband, 9 times out of 10, she's probably gonna need some assistance. And so what you're gonna find here in this country is that a lot of females, they're gonna be living with their family members, whether it be parent, brothers and sisters, or a friend. It's similar to the situations in the United States when it comes to, once again, I'm not stereotyping anything, I'm just gonna say it. A lot of Mexican people or people that are foreigners in the United States, they tend to live with family members to help save money. That's no different than here. People do the same thing here. So for example, if you have a woman with 2 children and she's living with her family, and once again, that's not everybody and that wasn't our situation. We're just giving you an example of what can happen if you were trying to get into a relationship and you found that this woman that you want to be with, you're like, man, she got a job. You know, Jerry and Sheila said, hey, if she got a job, she's straight. But seems to me like she's still struggling. Yes, if that's your case, if that's the situation, this is who we're talking to right now. These are the people we're talking to. So if that's happening, she's gonna need a little assistance. So at the end of the day, if you want to help, we're trying to tell you that let's get rid of those stereotypes that all women are here trying to just get people's money. No, that's not the case. But at the same time, if you want to help her, then it's okay. It's all right if you want to help out a young lady that you are in a relationship with, not someone that you just see every now and again, but somebody you're in a relationship with. And I've talked enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and let my wife say a little bit of something about how she feels about it, and then we're gonna continue to pick up from there. So babe, what you think about what I just said?
Eso mismo es lo que tú estás diciendo. Yo estoy contigo y de hecho en los otros videos también lo hemos hablado. Si tú consigues una mujer que tenga 2, 3, bueno 2, 3, no, tampoco muchos tampoco muchos niños, 2, 3 como máximo. Ajá. Entonces, sí, ayudé ahí. Entonces, tú encuentras a esa muchacha que tú la ves apurada, tiene un trabajito, que no le va muy bien económicamente, y a ti te gusta la mujer, ayúdala, que vale la pena. Yo siempre he dicho, y en los otros videos también, que yo no voy con una mujer que esté 24/7 en una casa, que no haga nada, que vivan con su familia, y tú no la ves ni estudiando, ni trabajando, ni siquiera en una meta de decir, yo voy a poner un puesto de empanada, que es lo que yo le decía en el otro video. Pero si tú ves una muchacha, baby, con ganas de echar para adelante, ayúdala. Que esa va a ser una buena mujer.
Yeah. And exactly. So our point is that if you help out people, because me and my wife, we talked before we started video a couple days ago, and we discussed on with our situation, she didn't need the help per se, but at the same time, I kind of needed the help so we could help each other, because I was staying here. I had an apartment in Santiago, but I didn't want to be in Santiago anymore. So I was paying for a hotel here at the Embassy Suites. And I'm telling y'all, sometimes I could pay $200 a night at the Embassy Suites. And sometimes it can be a little bit less, but sometimes $200 a night, just think about that, everybody. $200 a night, staying there for 4 nights, 5 nights, you do the math. So $200 a night, 4 nights, you at $800. 5 nights, you at $1,000. So if you take that money, that $1,000 or $800, and you invest that into your significant other, you can help move her out of her family's house, for example, and you will be helping yourself, because now she can take care of the house that you're gonna be coming back and forth to. And we're just talking about if you aren't living here, and you got things that you have to continue to take care of back in the United States, but you want to keep coming back and forth, you don't want to waste that money. You save that money and you also help her in the process, if she's worth it. Now, what we want to say is sometimes there's going to be certain situations that might not go the way you thought they should go. And with that being said, so we give an example. She gets an apartment, puts it in her name, you pay for everything. Everything's fully furnished, so you don't have to buy anything. Everything's fully furnished. Let's say you pay $800 a month down in Santo Domingo in the Distrito. Her one kid, let's just say she got one kid, and they're living in an apartment, and you come in once every couple months to visit, or maybe once a month if you choose to, and you end up paying for electricity, internet, cable, and then food or whatever. So now you take her $400 that she's making from working, and then you put that on top of your $800 or $1,000 that you were spending for the hotel. Now she's sitting on $1,200. They're going towards a apartment. So when you come, now she has food for you. She can come get you from the airport with the Uber or whatever the case may be. Now everything is starting to click. Everything's starting to be in place, so you're feeling more comfortable when you come, and now you're more at ease, and you don't have to worry about staying in a hotel and finding an Airbnb and all this other stuff. That's just one example of what we feel like can help you and your relationship, depending on who you're with. And it doesn't matter where you are in the country. You can be in Punta Cana, you could be in Samaná, wherever else in the country. What we're telling you will work the same. Right, babe?
Sí, lo que estábamos hablando también, que tengan que tener cuenta, como be careful, en situaciones de que también ayude a la mujer. Que, baby, fue lo que yo te dije. El primer día, si tú no has venido dominicana, que era lo que yo te estaba diciendo, baby, en cuanto a que si usted no ha venido nunca a República Dominicana, y es su primera vez, usted tiene tiempo ya hablando con la chica y todo, ustedes saben que hasta que tú no la veas face to face, tú no puedes tampoco abordar que tú puedes entrar a la casa de esa persona, sea que tú la estés pagando o lo que sea. Porque a veces, como tú dices, claro, si tú tienes una relación y ya tú definiste que esa es la mujer con la que tú vas a estar, tú la tienes que ayudar económicamente. Ok, tú la ayudas, pero no se queda en el primer día en la casa de ella. Tienes que estudiar siempre el panorama, con quién se relaciona y todo. Y el área y todo lo demás antes de dormir en esa casa, aunque sea usted que la pague. ¿Por qué, baby?
Because you don't want to get caught slipping. That's what we call it. You don't want to get caught slipping, because it's possible that she might have a boyfriend and she might be using you, because some women do use men. It happens in every country, and I'm going to continue to say that. You might get used. So if you just take it easy, take it slow, figure it out, figure out what's going on, fill her out, fill out the vibe, fill out the area, fill out her family. And then when you're ready to pull that trigger and you say, okay, I'm ready to do it. All right, now you can talk and y'all can have an honest conversation on what you want to do. And the only problem with what we're telling you when it comes to getting an apartment, the only reason why you can't get an apartment is because you have to have a sponsor in order to get an apartment here, because they got to be confident that you're going to pay and that you're gonna be here. Because some people come and they rent an apartment for a month or whatever, or 6 months, and they pay one time and then they leave because the relationship went south or whatever, it didn't work out. And so now they stuck with an apartment. So they call it a guaranteer, how you say it? Guarantee?
Garante.
Guarantee.
Un garante, lo siento, un garante, un fiador, una persona responsable, ya que si tú no pagas, ya tú sabes que te van a llamar a ti.
Right. So, and I found this out recently too. It's similar to somebody co-signing for you on your credit in the United States. And so, if you don't have that, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to rent an apartment without somebody else. It's just not going to happen. So, what we're telling you is another option, just in case, you know, you decide, hey, this is the one, but I still want to continue to fill her out. That next step could be getting an apartment, and then y'all help out each other.
No, y otra cosa, ya para agregar y pasar al siguiente tema, es que es lo que le hablamos en los otros videos. Siempre le digo los otros videos porque quiero que vean los otros videos también. Y es que cuando vayan a conseguir un apartamento, sea lo que sea, o sea en cualquier área, que sea, señores, con seguridad. No busquen fuera de un residencial. Siempre un residencial con seguridad 24/7. Y ahí también ustedes se van a sentir más seguros. En caso ya, como yo le estoy diciendo, en caso ya que ustedes ya definen, ya que esa sea la mujer, bueno, pues entonces asegúrese que si sea a nombre de usted o a nombre de ella, que busquen uno que tenga seguridad para cualquier cosa.
And she is correct. Now, some people will tell you, well, if you're in Santo Domingo in the Distrito, you might not need 24 or 24/7 security. And I'm gonna tell you, that's fine. If that's the case, we don't live there. We live in Santo Domingo Este, which is about 45 minutes away. So we're talking, every time we talk to you guys, we're talking about our experiences. We're not talking about other people. We're telling you, if you're gonna come to Santo Domingo Este, it is a good idea to have 24-hour security with a gate. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Some people might agree, some people might disagree, and that's fine. Some people might say, well, I live in the district and I don't have no security and I'm good. Been there for 10 years and I'm good. Que bueno. Good job.
Y tampoco no creo mucho porque la mayoría de torres, si usted quiere vivir bien y usted quiere vivir en el distrito, la mayoría de torres tienen seguridad. Así que no me vean con eso tampoco.
And I listen to my wife and that's what we do. She say this is how it should go. And like I said, even with my first apartment in Santiago, 24-hour security with the gate. I mean, that's just the practice that I've been doing and my wife been doing since she's been living here her whole life. And so that's why we're trying to just pass that information on to y'all. Y'all can choose to agree with it or disagree with it, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all stick to it, you won't have the problem like the one person we talked about where his moped got stolen because he was targeted. You remember the subscriber baby that
sí, el señor.
His how you say it? Moto got removed.
I promise que no era un residencial.
Exactly.
Sí.
And what wouldn't happen here. We can guarantee you that. We can guarantee you that. All right, so like we said before, when I first moved to Santo Domingo Este, my wife, she already had an apartment, but we chose to rent another apartment in the same area, but in a different apartment building. It worked out well for us. We needed a 3-bedroom. We got a 3-bedroom. It was on the 4th floor, which wasn't a problem. It also had a rooftop where we could barbecue, hang out with the family. So it worked out well, and I wasn't living here at the time. I was going back and forth like I already told you guys and suggested was a good idea. I'm telling y'all that because I did it. Because I rented an apartment, me and my wife, at the time she was my girlfriend, novia, or partner as people say. We were together. So I would leave. I had an apartment in the United States and I was paying a lot of money for it. $2,100 a month in Virginia, a lot of money. And then I would come back here and I would be here for maybe a week or so, roughly a week. And then I would go back because I still had responsibilities back in the United States with my kids. So I had to figure it out at the time. And so while I was figuring it out, I had me a comfortable spot to stay here. And my wife, she was doing her thing and we were staying together. One thing I want to add that's a little bit off topic, just a little bit, when it comes to the people working here. My wife has tried to get a job here a few times, and we haven't talked about this yet. So she's probably like, what are we talking about? But anyway, she's gonna understand what I'm saying in a half a second. She tried to get a job at the airport, and it's a couple, and I'm gonna let her explain it, but a couple different things that happened and transpired for that. The number one problem with that was the pay, how much money they were gonna pay her. And I've always told her, I don't really want you to work. I don't think she should work. I don't think she should have to work. I'd rather her take care of the house, because I'm a firm believer in, I don't know if y'all remember Good Times, but I'm like James Evans. Kitchen in the bedroom, Florida. Kitchen in the bedroom. That's why I came.
I'm gonna tell you something Uncle Ed used to say. Maybe he was right. There's only two places a woman belongs. That's why I said. James don't say it. Kitchen in the bedroom, Florida. Just kitchen in the bedroom.
But my point is that it's not a lot of money and not worth it when you got to spend the gas, the time, the this, and then you're gonna bring home in 1 month. You're gonna bring home just a little bit of money that I take out of the ATM like that, and of course that's like roughly $350, 300, maybe almost 380 something right now. It used to be 400, but the rate has fluctuated. So what I'm saying is, so for some people to say, well, your wife doesn't work, why are you saying that other people's wives should work? Because that, once again, that's just me. I'm retired military. So therefore, I have money to where I can balance that thing out. And like I said, we got other things too. We got this Airbnb that we in right now. So we got certain things to where that's her job. The Airbnb is also her job. I know you want to say that too. But
No.
But go ahead, babe.
No, disculpa, lo que iba a decir, cuando hablamos de esa situación, y eso también lo viví en el pasado. Si usted te mira el otro canal de nosotros, de Gen Racer, ahí yo le hablo completamente desde que estaba pequeña hasta vieja ya, como estoy ahora, viejita. El caso fue que sí, aquí no pagan bien, pero no por eso tú te vas a quedar en tu casa. Yo sí muchísimo trabajo tuve, ahí ustedes lo van a ver. Y no se lo voy a contar porque quiero que vean el video, aunque ustedes no lo entiendan, pero por lo menos ustedes van a tener una idea. Y es la situación de que por eso tenía un negocio y un trabajo, para poder subsistir. Porque aquí, señores, con una sola cosa usted no va a vivir. Usted no va a vivir, y más si usted está solo. Usted es soltera, madre soltera, con un solo trabajo, mentira. Usted tiene que tener 2 trabajos. Y como le estábamos diciendo anteriormente, si usted tiene una joven y tiene un trabajo, bueno, pues ayúdela. Porque aquí no se subsiste con 25,000 pesos, no se vive. Imposible.
So you saying have multiple jobs.
Que era lo que yo hacía. Ustedes lo pueden ver y verme ahí media extraña.
What if you have kids? One daughter that's 2 years old.
Es lo que estoy diciendo. Pero en mi caso, por lo menos, que es lo que le digo, cuando yo era madre soltera, o sea, más joven, los niños estaban más pequeños, yo llevaba a mis hijos a la guardería. A las 6:30 de la mañana mis hijos estaban en la guardería. Entraban a las 7 al colegio, pero se quedaban ahí. Ya esa persona yo la conocí hace mucho. Esa era una persona de la iglesia, y se quedaban ahí en el colegio. Y ya de ahí yo venía retornando a las 6:30 de la tarde. Y ellos estaban felices. Entonces, si usted tiene un bebé, usted lo lleva a la guardería. Aquí hay muchas guarderías y se pagan colegio. O sea, guardería, colegio. Ahí está el niño aprendiendo y el niño lo cuidan sumamente bien. No les recomiendo la del gobierno porque yo de verdad el gobierno, cosa gratis, eso es un lío aquí. Pero usted paga su chelito ahí, su hijo va a estar bien.
So there you have it. She just explained. So if somebody gives you a sob story, a female say, oh, I can't work because I got kids. Well,
llévelo a la guardería.
Come on now. Maybe she might not be the one. Because what you're looking for is somebody that compliments you. Somebody that can pull you and help pull you and guide you.
Y no se caen.
Yeah, they're not going
to mantengan ahí.
Exactly. They're not going to pull you down and you trying to, now you going down because they not holding their weight. They got to bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring the food, the plates, the cerveza, the mama wanna. You can't bring the soda. You can't bring everything and then she just come, her hands open. Y'all understand what we're trying to say. What we're saying is make sure she's the right one. Make sure that person, before you make that leap and say, I want to help somebody and I want to give a little bit in this relationship financially, make sure you do your homework. And that's what we always tell y'all.
Y fue lo que te interrumpió ahorita, que te interrumpió en cuanto al trabajo. Nosotros tomamos la decisión de yo no trabajar y hacer un negocio en el Airbnb. Porque fue señores, yo puedo estar en la calle ganándome, como dice mi esposo, 25 o 30 mil pesos. Pero al final no me dan, señores, el Airbnb me da mucho más que eso. A nosotros nos dan $1,200 mensual. Dígame usted, ¿quién me va a pagar eso? A mí nadie. Entonces decidimos que este es mi trabajo hasta ahora, pero siempre ha sido así, negocio, yo negocio mi trabajo. Ahora tenemos el negocio y también mi trabajo, porque total soy yo la que limpio, hago todo.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not just gonna say this, but I believe my wife is different than most females. So don't try to get somebody like my wife, because I'm telling y'all, probably be hard to find somebody that's business savvy, intelligent, takes care of business, and take care of her man and family as well. All of that in the one, I'm not saying that she's not out there, but I don't know. If y'all can find her, hey, drop a comment. You might already have her. Drop a comment and let me know. But I'm telling you, I'll put my wife up against anybody.
Thank you, babe.
All right, everybody, in conclusion, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. We talked about, should you fund your girlfriend in Dominican Republic? And I'm here to tell you, we've already discussed the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads when it comes to should you. You can save some money if you do. You can have security, serenity when you come. You can be more at peace when you come. We've also talked about some of the pitfalls to where maybe she might be trying to play you, or she might have a boyfriend or something on the side while you gone. And so you want to make sure that she don't bring nobody into your house that's her so-called friend or whoever. You got to just have an agreement and an understanding. And you also got to have a feeling inside your corazón, your heart. You got to have a feeling in there that lets you know, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that chance. And also don't be scared that if once you've done it, a couple months, whatever months go down the line and it doesn't pan out, don't be scared to cut sling load. Don't be scared to pull away and just say, hey, that's it. I'm moving on. I can't do it. And that's fine, especially if you find red flags. So that's pretty much it. We appreciate y'all once again for helping us and watching these videos. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. We got a lot of people to watch these videos that are not subscribing. So please watch the video completely and subscribe. Keep it easy, keep it breezy, and we out. Bye.